Arctic air continues to grip across western portions of Canada, and the Arctic outflow will be impacting regions across British Columbia through this week.
Some Arctic outflow warnings are really helping to tell the story of the cold temperatures that continue to impact this part of Canada.
It's been snowing since the weekend and it continues today. Weather advisory is continuing as well for the heavy snowfall and the cold Arctic air continuing to impact the lower mainland.
With the wind chill potentially dropping temperatures to -20.
Plummeting those temperatures. Tuesday is going to be the coldest day for areas like Vancouver, where the temperatures are going to be around 7 degrees below seasonal.
Yeah, it's difficult breathing. It's extremely cold. I've seen it colder than this, but this is really cold. You got to take the opportunity to make sure that every bit of your skin is covered. And I've got my big winter hood on to give me a little bit of relief from the wind. But yeah, it's cold.
Well, that's as far as we're going to go. The road is, we're basically breaking trail. We stopped up there and thought this is as good a place as any. It's and roughly around -8, which is cold. But this is where we're going to make camp. So first thing what we're going to do is Cheyenne is going to clear around the truck just to get rid of as much snow as possible, just so it will help keeping our feet dry. And I'm going to start on the tent. Oh, that was way harder than I thought it was going to be. The cover is just rock solid, so just trying to get it to have any flex. Never struggled so much with that. We've been keeping busy. This is how we're going to be doing our diesel heater setup. We just hooked it onto the latches up here. That actually works really well. It keeps it off the ground. And with the hose and stuff, we have plenty of room to work around here, and that works really, really well. We lost the sun as soon as we pulled over here. You can see it way up there, a little bit back there, but yeah, it's getting cold very, very quickly, so we're trying to get camp set up as quick as possible. But I'm going to pull out the chairs, maybe get a fire all set up, and then Cheyenne will start making the bed. So we got a good amount of wood, 3 bags. We still haven't opened up 2, got a little bit more there. That's where we're gonna have our fire. Cheyenne has got some kindling for later, and that's what we're working with. We'll probably still get more because, as you can tell, it's cold. Beard's already freezing up, so that's gonna be fun to deal with all day. Cheyenne and looking beautiful, like always, as she goes. But yeah, so we're just going to keep collecting wood. Now she's going. And kind of use a mixture of our dry wood and then burn some of the stuff that we've scavenged around. But it's pretty dry. One good thing with it being so cold is the snow is almost like a sugar. So it's not really sticking to our boots, which is nice. But we got a good pile of wood. There, all that. We're gonna go for a walk that way and see what else we can find. Our camp's right there. And look at just how beautiful it is over here. Ay, ay, ay. Oh well. It's just beautiful warm sun. That's all. Cheyenne's been gathering this bush, and even though it's mid-February, it is so dry and is working good at just kind of flaring up the fire just to get it hot to help kind of melt and dry out some of this wood. Sun has gone down behind the mountains now. It is definitely getting colder, but it's only about 5:15. Got a long night ahead of us. Tonight we are not doing anything fancy. Tonight is about keeping warm and surviving. Snacks. We're just doing up some juicy jumbo hot dogs on the fire, and that is it. That's good enough. We got enough goodies to snack on in the tent. When it's this cold, you use a lot of propane, and I just didn't want to waste propane and, possibly run out of propane, and then I'm trying to cook whatever I was on the fire. So this is just something super simple and just utilize that nice hot flame. But it is getting cold, very cold actually, and we just are constantly messing with the fire and going out and getting more wood just to keep our body temperature up, because it's cold when you're just sitting here. So, but I gotta get the grill on, just let that kind of heat up, and then we'll be eating hot dogs here in a couple minutes. How hot's our fire? Well, that's pretty red. That's why the hot dogs cook so fast. But it's time to eat. It's cold. It's very, very cold. We've had to up our fire just to keep warm. As soon as it dies down just a little bit, it just chills you to the bones. So we still have one more bag of wood. We've had to kind of chop up smaller pieces just to get this wet stuff and burning, but we're just kind of going full throttle now because it's cold. It will be really uncomfortable. And as soon as, you know, we don't have a fire out here, we're gonna fire up the diesel heater, and hopefully that'll works, and we'll be able to stay warm tonight. And I'm praying that we get through the entire night, even if we got to get up at 6 in the morning because our power and runs out. I don't know if you guys can really see, but that sparkle there on the awning part, it's getting frosty. So just to add an extra layer of heat, we just put this tarp over top of it. It's definitely not pretty, but it will add just an extra layer of heat because it is so cold. You guys can see that. That's all. It's freezing up. This is not going to be fun. I'm trying to put away tomorrow. Yeah, we're getting lower on wood. We still got those big pieces there, but once we kind of lose this big pile here, we'll probably call it a night. But this is definitely the coldest we've ever gone camping in by far. So we're definitely leveling up our game a little bit, pushing the boundaries, seeing what we're capable of doing. So far, so good. But I guess we'll find out when we go to try to start the diesel heater. So it's about 8 o'clock and just starting up the truck to warm up the power stations. Minus 10. And it's all at 8 o'clock. That is crazy. But we're getting low on wood here now. That's it. We've used up everything. So we're getting ready to get hunkered down. I want to warm up the power stations, like I said, just because, again, they're a battery, and when they're warm, they perform better. But yeah, if it's minus 10 and it's not even 8 o'clock yet, it's going to be cold tonight for sure. Got everything hooked up. We're using our huge all powers 1800 watt power station. That should keep it going. Yeah, she's blowing air. So it is doing its thing. Glow plug's probably going to take forever to warm up. What's the power?
83 watt output.
Okay. I shine just sit there. It's pulling right now about 90 watts. Now I'm just going to want to wait for that fuel pump to start ticking, and then I'll feel pretty good about it. I'll leave the truck on just a little bit longer just so I don't kill the battery. But got my fingers crossed.
This is kind of funny because this is a memory foam pillow. Before it gets hot, we'll just show you what happens to a memory foam pillow when it's cold. It's like rock hard.
All right, first try in minus 10. We got heat. I got the temperature set at about 25 degrees. I want this to last all night. So I could be, you know, selfish and crank her up to 30, but this will be better than nothing. Well, that went really, really well. And it is already, like Cheyenne's in her sweat. It's hot in here, and I have it set at about 23 degrees. And currently, it's kind of flashing back and forth between 20 to 21 hours of run time. So we should be good to go, thank God. But yeah, it is warm inside the rooftop tent. I keep forgetting our remote, so I can just turn that to a solid color. It looks like we got a little bit of what? Yeah, we brought a whole bunch of hand warmers and feet warmers to put in our sleeping bag, but I don't think we're gonna need that. So yeah, this is working way better than I thought it would. Well guys, it's getting late and we're tired. It's been a long day, burning a lot of energy trying to keep warm, and the shoveling and collecting wood. And what are you smiling at? I collected wood too, you know. But someone has to carry it back to camp. But anyways, we're gonna head to bed, and we'll see you in the morning. It's 4:41 in the morning. We woke up to the diesel heater turning off. But then it turned back on again. And then it was pumping warm air, and then it again shut off. You can see it's firing up again. So I don't know what's going on. I don't want to go out and waste heat.
Maybe it's the wrong code too that we can't tell. They're notorious for that.
Yeah, but I would be shocked if we went through a tank of fuel. Yeah, it's just weird. You might be packing up. Well, unfortunately, the diesel heater ran out of fuel, which is insane. I've really never heard that. People would always talk about just how well they did in the cold and getting through a night on a tank of gas. We ended up turning it down to 18 degrees. So I'm shocked that we ran out of fuel, but we did. We would tough it out because we did come prepared for that, but it is minus 11. With the wind chill, I'm guessing it's probably minus 13, minus 14. And that's going to be a huge pain to try to put away frozen. And we still have a few hours till sunlight. So we're doing a scramble and pack up right now. Cheyenne's got everything in out of the tent. And once she's out, we will close this thing up and hopefully get that cover on. It's inside right now warming up. Well guys, 5:30, 9 to be exact. We're all packed up. As you can tell, not as neat as we usually are, but it's cold. It's very cold. And yeah, when you don't have a fire to warm up in, or just kind of the warmth of the day, it's cold. So now I gotta get out of this trail safely and get home to our nice warm bed and a warm cup of coffee. But that's it, guys. We learned that we're going to need more fuel if we want to do this, which would suck having to wake up in the middle of the night. But hey, that if we're warm, who cares? But we hope you liked this video. If you did, and give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends if you feel like it was good enough. And until next time, take care, and we'll see you in the next one.